Good evening, Chester students, families, kids. It's definitely a difficult time going on in the world right now. I hope that all you guys are safe, happy, healthy, that you're choosing to make good decisions during this time. Obviously, you guys know what's going on with the killing of George Floyd. Deeply sorry for any of you kids that had to see that and experience racism. I know, guys, we talked a lot about racism and how to overcome things that may not typically be your fault when we watched Remember the Titans, and also when we learned about Jackie Robinson. What I'm going to do today, guys, is go over some self-defense things. Now, let me be really clear. I'm going to teach you guys how to throw punches and do some boxing exercises. Now, let me be clear, guys. I'm not teaching this for you to go start fighting people. I'm teaching this so that you can protect yourself if anything goes bad. Now, when we're talking about police officers, all I can say, guys, in my experience, yes, I'm a white man. I have experienced some police brutality, some poor treatment, not anything like some people probably have with, skins of color. But what I will say, guys, is, the best thing I would always try to do is to listen to a police officer and just be respectful, and that can definitely go a long way. So after we get through our quick boxing review, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go over a little review of what we've learned since we started digital instruction, which would be baseball, football, and basketball. I'm just going to brush over those things really quick. So, guys, you don't need boxing gloves. Hold up one second. Oh, we got them. We don't need boxing gloves for this. But what we do need is space. Make sure you're not close to anything. We want to make sure that we're not going to fall off balance. And we're definitely not punching our brothers and sisters, friends, or cousins. All right? Don't tell your parents that Coach W told you to go start fighting people. Guys, again, I'm going to teach you how to throw some punches and to stay balanced so that you guys can protect yourselves in situations where you may need to in life. So, guys, got my boxing gloves on here. They're small ones. I'm not at my gym, so obviously these aren't the ones I normally use. See if I can get in a good position right here. So, guys, basically, when I'm boxing, or if I have to defend myself in a fight, the first thing that I want to do is protect my chin. So what I'm going to do, if I'm a left-handed thrower, or if I punch with my left arm, that's my strong arm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one back so that I can cock it and unload that one. Wants to be my hardest throwing punch. So, guys, if I punch with my left hand stronger, I want to stand a little bit cocked like this with my left arm back. My right arm is going to be forward, and I'm going to be protecting my chin, as I said, with my elbows in. Now, if I'm a right-handed puncher or thrower, it's going to be the opposite. I want to stand with my feet cocked, my hands by my chin, my right arm wants to be back, and my left arm out in front. All right, now, guys, the most important thing to remember when you're throwing a punch in self-defense is you want to stay balanced so that if you're throwing a punch and you miss, you don't get hit in the face, right? So every time I punch, I want to bring it right back. All right, so, guys, what we're going to do is practice throwing a jab. So it's with my offhand. So what I want to do is, if I'm a left-hander, I want to punch with my right arm. And if I'm a right-hander, I want to punch with my left arm. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to, again, keep my chin tucked, elbows in, and I'm going to take a step, and I'm going to turn my hips to throw this punch. And I want to also breathe when I do it. So what I'm doing, guys, again, look, I'm stepping, and I'm turning my hip. That's where my power comes from. If I'm punching without turning, I have no power on the punch. So I want to look something like this when I'm throwing the jab. Guys, as you notice, you can hear me making a noise. With every punch that I throw, I'm breathing. Why would I be doing that? That's so that I can keep my breath. If I'm holding my breath, I'm going to be getting out of breath fast. If I have to throw more than a couple punches, I'm going to be out of breath, and I'm going to get beat up. So again, we're going to throw that jab a couple times with the offhand. Again, guys, when you see me, I'm taking a step with my right foot as I throw the right hand. And then, as soon as I throw it, I'm bringing it right back. If I don't hit, if I don't connect, I bring it right back. So we can practice this one a couple more times. All right. Now, we're going to go over the strong arm punch. Typically, that's called, people will call it a haymaker, guys. The biggest thing is, when I'm throwing my strong hand punch, I don't want to leave my chin unprotected. All right. So I have my hands in. As I go to throw this left punch, I keep my right arm in. Keep my right arm in. And I'm going to be taking a step with that right foot again. So I'm going to be taking a step with my left foot, I'm sorry. So I'm going to be, actually no, I'm sorry. I'm not taking a step with my left foot. What I'm doing is turning my back hip. So if you guys see, here's the mechanic real quick. I'm setting up. As I go to throw this punch, I'm turning my body with it and then bringing it right back. I call it sucking it back in. That's what's going to keep me balanced. All right,